Hey everyone, Adrian Morrison here, and in this video we're going to talk about carousel ads. Now this is a fairly new ad type to Facebook, and it's really cool. There are a lot of pros to these carousel ads. So in this video I'm going to show you an example of a carousel ad, and quickly we're going to hit the pros and the cons of these particular ads. So let's go ahead to the next slide, and I'm going to show you an example. Now these are very, very powerful ads in their own right, so pay close attention. So these are native ads, meaning they show up in the news feed. So as you're scrolling through Facebook on your mobile phone or on your desktop computer or your laptop, these will show up where page post ads and link ads show up as well. So they're in the main news feed, which is really good. These types of ads always render higher conversion rates and higher engagement. So really cool that they're there. But you'll notice that this one is quite unique because it kind of looks like a page post ad, yet it has multiple images, and it's got this little button on the if you look at the center of the image on the right hand side, there's a little arrow button pointing to the right, and you'll notice that it's a slider, and people can swipe through and slide and see different images. So what's really neat about this is it causes pattern interruption when people are looking at it, or when people are scrolling down their news feed. It's something different, and it usually gets people to stop and pay attention. Another thing is you can get really creative with carousel ads and do some artsy type of stuff that will catch people's attention. These also have the call to action under the images. So you see the shop now button, your title and your description and all that good stuff. So we're going to go in more detail on that in a second. I just want to show you like a full panoramic view of what this ad looks like as people scroll through it. So if somebody hits that right arrow, it's going to scroll through and it's going to show two other photos. So basically this is what the entire ad looks like if they scroll through it. This is what they would see. So there's three images here, and the last image, the fourth one, is a link to the Facebook fan page or directly to the website. You can do up to 4 to 5 images in carousel ads, and people can swipe through and they can see different views of the product. If you've got, like, say, a t-shirt that has a front graphic and a back graphic, you can show the different views of the t-shirt in the ad. If you've got a hoodie, a woman's tank top, and a t-shirt, you can display each product variant or product type there. If you have different color variants, like let's say you're selling silver bracelets, gold bracelets, and rose gold bracelets, and you want to be able to capitalize on every single impression your ad gets, because hey, it's costing you money, right? So you want everybody that sees this ad to know that if they don't like silver, that there are also other variants in rose gold or yellow gold, right? So these have a massive advantage and a huge valuable use when applied correctly, right? So this one right here is just of a recent movie that came out called Deadpool. My whole Facebook news feed is full of this movie's stuff. It's just been huge. But imagine whatever it is that you're marketing, be it an e-commerce product or an affiliate product, it doesn't really matter. There are a lot of ways to use these carousel ads. So let's go and look at the pros and cons of these ads. And we'll start out with the pros per usual. So these end up having a higher average order value whenever somebody makes a purchase. Now, why is that? Well, your traditional Facebook ad usually is targeted at one specific product. So you're trying to gain a sale on one product with most of your other ad types on Facebook. What's unique about carousel ads is they do give you 4 to 5 different image slots. This gives you the ability to advertise multiple products. Every image doesn't have to be for the same thing. So let's say that you are in the cat niche and you're trying to sell cat products or cat lover products. Maybe you've got a t-shirt that says, "I'm a crazy cat lady," but you've also got a necklace that you're selling on your store that has like a little charm or pendant of a cat. Maybe you've got some of those crazy 3D printed cat socks that I've been seeing and that I myself sell on my e-commerce store as well. So the point is you have the ability to offer multiple different products in one ad. Now, why is that important? Well, you're able to split test different products basically for the price of one ad. See, if you're advertising different products with traditional Facebook ads, you would have, let's say you've got 3 different products you want to market. Well, technically, the right way to do it would be to write a completely different ad for each product. The crazy cat lady t-shirt, the cat pendant necklace, and the cat socks all would have a different ad. But with carousel ads, each image that you put in here, and you'll see this on the video where we go through actually building one, each image can be a different product and it can link to that product. So every image doesn't have to advertise the exact same thing. So this is going to save you a lot of money and a lot of time if you're trying to pick and choose between a couple of different products to advertise. It also gives you the ability to write one ad, save a whole bunch of time and save money, and get a better idea of which product out of the group for that specific niche is going to convert the best. Which brings me to my next point. Facebook will auto optimize these types of ads to show the best performing item in the first slot. So I'll show you another image example again on the next slide. But if you have 4 or 5 different images in your carousel slider image, and it just so happens that the one that's on the 3rd or 4th slot that nobody can see unless they click the little arrow to scroll over, let's say that the one in the 3rd or 4th slot is converting the best, or it really is the one that's going to make you the most money. And it just turns out that you didn't know when you submitted the ad that one was going to be the big winner out of the group. Well, Facebook has an option that will automatically take note. It will notice which one of these images in the slider are getting more clicks and is performing better, and it will auto optimize to show whichever image in the slider that's performing the best. It will auto optimize to show that image in the number 1 slot. So it's really, really cool. I've used these ads myself, and man, they absolutely crush it, especially if you are promoting something that has different color variants, or like I just said, you're split testing different products. Another great thing about these ads is that they cause pattern interruption because they are a fairly new ad type to Facebook. They haven't been around for very long, so they stick out. And for some reason, people just have to click that little arrow to see what other images are within the ad. So these really are really great ad types. Every ad has its pros and cons, as you can see, but if you're looking at this PowerPoint now, you should see there are a lot more pros than cons, in my opinion, to carousel ads. So these have pattern interruption. They provoke more customer engagement because people just got to click on the little arrow and slide through and see all of the other images. And another really great thing about these is when somebody clicks on any of the images within the slider, within the carousel, it's a direct link to your website. So it will take them from Facebook to your e-commerce store or your affiliate product, which is really important. So this is going to create more clicks to your website, which in turn is going to help you build a bigger retargeting audience, okay? Because every time somebody hits your e-commerce store or your website or your affiliate product, you should have your retargeting pixel from Facebook installed. So it's going to help you make more money and build a bigger audience for re-engagement. Now, there are some cons to these types of ads. One of the main ones is, from my experience, from my tests, typically the traffic is a tad bit more expensive if you're running these types of ads. In other words, Facebook charges a premium for these types of ads. And that's probably because these ads allow you to promote multiple products for the price of one. So, I mean, it really turns out to be in your favor and you end up benefiting from it. But I have noticed that the traffic, the cost of the traffic, is a little bit more expensive than the other traditional ad types. And these ads are less likely to go viral because they do look more like an advertisement. You've got the shop now button and all that stuff on there. These don't really provoke a lot of comments and shares and all that stuff. They're more likely to provoke actual clicks to the website than they are social sharing and social engagement. So they're less likely to go viral, but that's okay because, I mean, if you go back up to the pros, these usually will give you higher return on investment because a customer will see 3 or 4 products and they may buy all 3 or 4 products. Or it may have been an ad, if you were just promoting one thing, that a customer would not have been interested in. But since they saw 2 or 3 other products in there and they looked around, they scrolled through, they ended up finding something that they did like in that second or third slot on the carousel, which caused them to end up making a purchase. So these have the ability to really increase your average order value from a customer. Now, just coming back over here, here's just one last screenshot of a carousel ad so you can see it one more good time. At the top, it will show sponsored by whatever your fan page is called. You get a ad body where it says, "Hey, buy me. I know. I'd much rather see an ad for chimichangas too." That's kind of funny, actually. But you can write whatever you want up there, and then of course, when they click any of these images, it will take them directly to the product that you define when you're creating the ad, which could be multiple different products for each image within the carousel. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go into Facebook and we are going to build a carousel ad, and I'm going to show you how simple it is and how powerful they really can be. So that's it for this video. If you need, go back and watch it again. You can watch it as many times as you want, as you already know, and I'll see you on the next video where we actually go in and create an ad.